that B would risk taking out Raquel now and us going an entire season 5 with no Raquel. I think that is too much of a risk. I think they would lose viewership. I just don't know if I don't know. I could be wrong. I just don't see them taking her out season 4 finale. I do not see it. Now season 5, that's another thing. But as far as this season, next week's finale, I believe Raquel will live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I feel like she's not going to be on top. No. That's one thing I will kind of stand on. She will not be on top. But I think she will live. I think we'll get another season, and next season will be the final season as we turn into a different chapter of
Yeah, it's supposed to go into Origins, and Kanan is supposed to be in it.
Exactly. I agree.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm sorry I was late. My son was getting his hair retwisted. He has therapy on Mondays. It's just a busy day sometimes. But I love the episode. The episode was so fire. Last week, this week, it just keeps getting better and better and better, y'all. I swear. I knew Crystal was a goner, but I did not know it was going to be like that.
I really thought Juke was gonna do it, yo.
Yeah, I remember that was your theory.
I thought Juke was gonna do it. Yeah. I was like, when I seen her come through in a room, and then you realized it was this woman, I said, what? What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, they getting their hands dirty, baby. They on the board.
These are some dirty cops. Like, this is, I'm
talking about snaps and
pops. We talking about snaps and pops.
They getting their hands dirty.
They are getting nasty.
We thought we were just gonna be sitting back in the cut, like kind of doing the things, but no, baby.
Well, shit, I thought they were goddamn vampires. When they popped out on the scene last week, I said, "Oh, this is the first time we seen y'all outside the bar." I thought they were vampires. Shout out to Sinners. I thought they were vampires for a minute because you never saw them in the light of day,
right?
Up until last week. I don't know where we're gonna go with it tonight. I'll probably talk about it on my own personal recap. I do not agree with snaps and pops. I think the writers dropped the ball with their game plan, their ideology, their thought process. I just thought this was completely unnecessary. R.I.P. Crystal. R.I.P.
Rock did give y'all a foreshadowing moment when Kanan and him walked out of that bar. She told them, she told Kanan how she be laying down bodies.
Exactly. Exactly.
And she was dropping gems on him that day. I said this a number of times, and he's not, he's like a normal, typical teenager. He think he know everything.
Yeah. And snaps and pops are really trying to monopolize off of turning him into the animal that they need him to be in order to do their bidding. This is like their second coming. They putting everything into Kanan. Like they putting all their little resources into him, doing all the things, manipulating, doing everything they need to do to get that machine ready to go. That's all this is.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Which storyline surprised you the most, Nita?
I want to say it still has to be Crystal for me. I still figured that Kanan was going to talk to Neek. I figured that was going to happen. I just didn't know when. I didn't know where. I didn't know under what circumstances. Didn't know. But like that absolutely. The opening scene surprised me the most. Just that storyline took me by surprise for sure. David, the writing was on the wall, baby. Oh Lord, he was gonna do it to himself. I mean, what I'm saying? It was gonna be something crazy like that. But but I did know that he didn't really have the chances of survival in this game. He just didn't have it. So
Nita,
yeah,
can I tell you why I disagree?
okay.
Even though it was still surprising to me, I'm with you on that. However, I think once it was revealed that Pops and Snaps was behind the torture and unaliving of
Fame.
this,
Yeah.
I think that I knew once they were going to rope up Crystal, I said she was probably going to be a goner, because at this point, especially once Pops popped up, a lot of people, I saw it was controversial as far as like, oh, they're surprised that she's still off her. I was not surprised, because the thing is, why would she let Crystal live, for Crystal to go back and tell Kanan what happened to? No, they were gonna, of course they were gonna off her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it as a viewer, it was still surprising to really watch and witness. Yes, but theoretically, once they did what they did to Famous off of an assumption, no concrete evidence, they did what they did to him. I said, yeah,
Yeah,
I just,
but to me, it felt like it
Excuse
was
me. I'm
really,
sorry.
really fast. It was like the
yeah,
last
6 days.
the last scene of the other episode, she was getting taken off the bus, and then the first scene of this episode, like I was like, oh wait, what? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it
I mean
was.
I got all that. I got it.
Yeah,
I got that. Yeah, I
I
got
think it was like maybe 2 to 3 days max. You're right. It was quick. It was very quick.
mm-hmm.
As far as when they got her off the bus, because you remember Kanan, within 24 to 48 hours, he was already calling to see if she had reached. So you're right. It was a little quicker than we probably expected. Yeah.
And
All
Gemini.
right. Okay, if something happens to Rock and Kanan finds out the truth that it wasn't his mama, he's really gonna feel worse, because Rock warned him what they're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Rock been dropping gems to Kanan. That's a fact.
He's not gonna realize it though, Gemini. People like Kanan, they are too. They can't see the forest for the trees.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't. His mind is fixated. Even though she's torn her drawers with him. She torn. Y'all,
That's a funny saying.
She has. I mean, her reputation precedes herself. Like, she ain't do nothing. She been solid all season, young, but because she has the goal to do it and she has done it before, nobody's giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Yep, you're right.
So it's just that's just tough. That's just tough
Yeah.
when you gotta sit up there and be blamed for it. Like, you remember, you know how when when you be like, oh, your partner keep accusing you of cheating and stuff. You're like, shit, I might as well go ahead and fucking cheat. You still, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
accusing me, but no, like,
And yeah.
Go ahead.
I really feel I'm just picking back off of you. Listen, y'all. I have critiqued Rock. Y'all know I'm equal opportunist. I critiqued Rock. She was wrong for several things, but we're not gonna negate the fact that she has saved that boy
Right.
time and time again.
But they don't see it like that. They don't see it like that for some reason. Like, they just want to blame somebody. They want to point the finger other than holding themselves responsible or accountable for any of their actions.
Right. And my thing is, Nita and Moochie, I don't mind holding Rock accountable, but I'm like, let's hold everybody accountable to the same level. You cannot ridicule her and not ridicule Kane. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna ridicule them, critique them all. Don't just cherry pick, because the facts are the facts. If it wasn't for Rock, Kanan would be deceased, and that's just a fact. So I don't see it. I don't get the hate towards her, the unbalanced hate toward. I just don't get it. But
I get it, because she did what. She took out the father in front of him and D-Wiz, so that's why he thinks she's capable or anything like that.
Right,
and you have to be in these streets.
You have to be. But my thing is this.
And me, I don't even fault these people for even thinking this, because this is a history. This is a pattern.
There you go.
Know me.
Yeah.
Know me. Don't cross me. Know me. Like, look, you might want that to speak a little bit more in the streets for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't F with me.
Yeah.
However, there's going to be somebody that's going to, like, I'm going to pull you. I'm going to do the things. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to step to you toe to toe, and let's
Right.
see how you handle it. So, listen.
Guys, I don't agree. I do not agree with everything that Rock does, but at least with Raquel, there was a method to the madness. And I feel like if I was once a child. If I put myself back in younger Monique, right, a child, yes, I'm going to be hurt that my mom took out my friend, D-Wiz. But once she explained to me the street code, and it was like, look, son, it was either going to be you or him, and I chose you as my child, I would never throw it back up in my parents' face ever again, because even though it was a heartbreaking decision, I know that my mother chose me. So
Right.
it's the audacity of him fixing his lips to even critique her about D-Wiz. So would you want her to have just had you, should she have just thrown you to the wolves? I don't get I'm a very logical person. I just do not get the logic in him or fans being mad at her about D-Wiz when she already gave the facts. It was
that's when maturity kind of steps in, and that's why the people who say that they don't like Kanan, that is the reason, because you want to be grown, but you want to still want to fall back on the crutch of trying to blame your mama for everything, and nigga, she just cleaning up your mess, cleaning up your dirty diaper, and like what she's been doing. And like I tell y'all, I said, let them niggas hold their own balls. Let them do it. Let them do it.
Oh, Lord.
Line, Nita.
All right. Let me put this question up. I mean, this comment up and it says, honestly, what happened to OC was something I felt was going to happen to Panessa or their son. I said Panessa was going to run to Rock after Unique started mistreating their son. I'm glad they used that plot on OC and not their son. It really does look like Marvin is going to jail or getting taken out of here. He is one of my favorite characters. Mine too. I don't want to see him go. But they had him doing way too much this season. Kanan ultimately will find out Snaps and Pop took out Fame, but he, like Unique, right, is blinded. He's like Unique, blinded by what happened. Snaps and Pops and Stefano have to go, yes. And Jukebox are a lot of like, those are sinister smiles, says it. Those sinister smiles say it all. Yeah. You could see Juke turning into, she has some of Rock's characteristics when she went in that house last week with that dude. That was Rock. Yep. That was Rock's attitude. That was Rock's swag. That was Rock all the way.
Yep.
Yeah. But but she's I think she's really a how can I say it without saying it? She's a deleter like her father. I'll say it like that.
I don't know. That storyline still kind of hurts my soul. Just seeing the potential that Jukebox had, it really hurt. I think it hurts more than Kanan because, Kanan, we saw from season 1, he always had an interest in this life. Jukebox never really had an interest, but I think Jukebox is a really good example of product of their environment. It's very sad, actually.
Okay, so I
don't know about that, Monique. So can we speak to this? I want both of y'all takes on this whole thing of a product of your environment. Now we do know that Kanan and Juke has been raised under the same tutelage. Basically, they're in the same family. They are like best friends. However, why do you see one person going one way and another person going another way under the same tutelage?
The psychology, the same way 3 siblings can be raised in the same house And you can have one sibling be the golden child and the straight A student and go on to be amazing, and you have another child be a criminal or a reject. I mean, it's psychology behind
Yeah,
it.
no, it is situational.
It's very, yeah.
Inga pointed out Jukebox had a lot of loss early, and
Yes.
it caused her to grow up early. Aside from her growing up early from the loss, she had to grow up early because she had to take care of Kanan because her mother and her uncles were in the streets. So who had to step up and raise Kanan? But that's my thing. Like, who, like, where, like, it's so unfair. It's so unbalanced, so unfair. But I'm not trying to point the blame or point the fingers at nobody, but it just is what it is. But you have to ask yourself, like, when are you going to make better choices? When are you going, like, that's the main thing I keep trying to drill into my son. I'm like, choices. Choices have consequences. Choices have consequences. I just want him to know that. And I drill it into his head. And probably because I do it, that's probably why he gonna go the other way anyway. I don't know.
Don't put that out there.
Don't put that out there. But I get
that out there.
Don't put that. But I get the psychology.
You don't put that out there.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Don't put that out there.
Don't put that out there, Nita. I get what you're saying, though, Nita. I'm not trying to gaslight you. I understand what you're saying. Before we wrap this part up, I will say this, though, guys. I'm gonna keep it real. It doesn't matter. It does not matter how you want to slice it or dice it. If you are a parent in family unit and you are heavily involved in that life, the way the Thomas family is, and you don't truly shield your children from that, they're going to be tainted by it in some way, shape, or form. And I will never forget season 2 when Kanan said it. Like, you could have maybe go to my grandmother's. You could have shipped me off to Connecticut. Like, Rock, as a parent, this is where she and the uncles do have to take responsibility. Marvin too, you could have shipped Jukebox to Connecticut and have her live a nice suburban life. They selfishly, and this is where they are selfish, Marvin and Raquel, they were selfish because they wanted, you can't have it both ways. You can't love your children so much and be selfish that you want them right here with you, but then try to also shield them from this life that you are heavily engulfed in, to where they were at the diner season 1 and it got powed up. You cannot do that. If you truly wanted to shield your child from this life in every capacity, you should have taken them to your cousin's house in Connecticut. It's just not possible, you guys. No matter how you slice it or dice it, that's the truth. In some way, shape, or form, Juke and Kanan were gonna be tainted by this life. And that's just the reality.
They're gonna be tainted. However, I'm not having a responsibility that is on myself and push it on to somebody else. I'm not doing that. I'm not
what do you mean?
My child onto somebody else.
Yeah,
but I get that, but things could have been. Listen, you can't have it all. My point is, you cannot have it always. There's gonna be some type of sacrifice that has to be done, and I can't sugarcoat it.
The sacrifice should have been Kanan taking that SAT, getting his ass in the school, and doing what the hell he had to do.
Okay, yeah, but Tariq had private schools. He had schools that he was sent out of the hood, and look what happened to him. He got manipulated. He got manipulated into the business. You cutting me off.
That's what they got
manipulated into the business.
They wanted, though. They secretly wanted. Y'all glorify it, and that's what it is. All that stuff look good, and everybody talking about gangsters and da 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 da. I mean, y'all make it look too good. Like, they're not gonna pass it up.
Okay, so Crystal dropped gems when she told Kanan about the scary man with the scars on his face, and he didn't put that together. I give him time. I think he is putting everything together because we already know that Unique slipped up when he said the comment about OC. Everybody don't know that little guy. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. When he met up with Unique, then Unique tells on himself when he brought out OC. Yeah. So I think he's gonna put 2 and 2 together with that.
I think
and
so.
if it happens like I didn't show you this first question because that's what made me bring up this question, because the comment that we had somebody made. Hold up, let me move this real quick.
Shout out to the comment section. Come on,
okay, y'all. So jukebox is it this one? No, it's not this one. It's not this one. It was it was one of them that said that they will see jukebox tell Kanan about what happened to Crystal in front of Unique, and Unique is gonna probably throw Pops and Snaps under the bus. If they get together and take them out, or they could set them up to go to jail with Stefano. Who knows?
Yeah. I see some type of team up. We just got to see. Like, when I tell you the writers teed this thing up for the finale, like when I tell you everybody coming from different angles and got different things to consider, we don't know how it's going to go. But you best believe them Italians, those Rotini is my friend. My friend is my enemy. You know what I'm saying? My friend. Right. So I feel like they need to do the same thing, but they need to do it before they do it.
Exactly.
That's what they have to do.
Nita, can you read this last one by Rap MDTV? This is a comment. They said you was right, so I wanted you to read that one.
Right. I was like, shout out to Rap MDTV. It said Nita is right. Watching so much YouTube, I've seen so many situations out there. Even when she is hurt, the woman is blamed more than the perpetrator. In the situations where she's not the perpetrator or the victim, if a woman was involved somewhere, it's all her idea. Same thing with Meg and the leprechaun.
The leprechaun.
That's my stuff, not him or her. If it's a situation where a man is not treating a woman well in a relationship, other women quick to say, girl, he doesn't even like you. Nita hit the woman hating nail on the head. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I just want somebody to feel me and see me. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I figure you get a kick out of that.
I love that. And I do appreciate.
Thank you much.
I can't remember what episode Rock said it, but I love when she said, I think she said it to Kanan. She was like, damn it, I can't remember it quote for quote, but
you just want to blame me. You
got
to blame me.
It was like y'all want my help, but y'all don't like the results. It was
like it was the result. Yeah. She said y'all don't like my methods, but y'all love the results. And it's just like, again, you can't have it both ways. Like you cannot have it both ways. You want her to clean up your mess, but you still want to blame her for everything. You can't have it both ways, people. You can't. You got to pick a struggle. You got to. Team Rock.
Okay.
Team Rock.
Okay, this is the one I was saying where they were saying Marvin, I think, is going to be taken out because of the Thomas fam has done so much dirt. The police won't investigate it, leaving it unsolved. This is going to lead to Juke becoming a dirty cop to avenge her father's deletion by using the badge as a get out of jail free card. Kanan and Rock, I think Rock is going to get locked up behind Kanan, possibly taking the rap for him. And it's going to be at that moment that Kanan finally gets the sense and realizes that his mom had his back the entire time. Lou is going to be the uncle that put Tommy and Ghost on. Yeah. I believe I don't want him being that he's saying he a dragon slayer.
Game of Thrones. Okay. Money.
Hey, boo boo. Thank you so much.
Money.
Best scene was Kanan was kicking the bucket.
Yeah. Money. Yeah.
All right, girls, get up. Y'all know what that means. There's money upstairs. Come on.
All right,
There's
best.
money upstairs.
All right.
Thank you, Dante. That's on my
best-
channel. Thank you so
That's
much.
what's up. Best scene was Kanan kicking the bucket over after he stomped the janitor's ears together. Yeah, that was.
I enjoyed it. I thought he could have put a little bit more oomph in them kicks, but
I agree.
it was all good.
Now, did y'all notice the 3 sides of Unique when she walked in here? And I said she don't know which 3 she dealing with.
Oh my
They all
god!
together. Did y'all get that analogy of it?
See that Moochie?
That's what I saw. God. You gonna get the one, the dude that love her. You gonna get the crazy one that's out of control,
right?
And then you gonna get the one that's the worker. You know, so I just thought that was kind of deep.
Yeah, because in OG Power, it was all about mirrors. You remember how Ghost kept looking in mirrors and he saw different reflections of himself? That's girl. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice it. I love him.
That's really deep. I didn't notice it.
Okay, that's see it this way. See it this way.
Oh,
like you don't know.
Oh my god!
Like, is he gonna turn his back on her?
Woo!
Ooh, girl.
It's just like that's how I saw. I know. I hope it's not too deep, but you know.
No, it is deep, but it's very intelligent. You know, it's very intelligent.
Okay, this one you was reading, Nita. Yes, I do that. Yes, I do think Kanan will delete his own mother, but I also feel that after it's done, he finds out the truth. That she was real. Okay, somebody else wrote it too. I think so too. It's gonna be. This better be an hour too, because they've been skimping on us, giving us like a 40-minute or 40-minute episode. Nah, I hope this runs over the hour. Keep in mind, y'all, we're gonna be having a watch party Friday night.
Ow.
Like, because like I said it. Oh, Lord. Look, did we talk about Lamar yet? They put a pow in his hand, and the last time you seen a celebrity guest as a villain. Well, that's with BMF. I see him coming back. I don't even want to get into that right now.
I don't want. We on power right now. Please.
I want to stay focused on this right now with the series and whatnot. All right, so let me ask y'all this: is this all dang? Hold up. Let me stop it. Do you think this is gonna be bad? What do you see the future for B Rilla? I think he's gonna kick the bucket soon. What's y'all thoughts?
Yeah. Lou gotta get rid of loose ends. Period.
I think he gonna put him in a situation where he ain't gonna make it.
That's smart.
No,
he have to.
I hope Lou was smart enough like you, Moochie, because I mean, I didn't get that vibe, but I think what you're saying is very smart. I think that would be smart of Lulu. I think B Rilla isn't necessarily a loose end. I think we've all said it from episode 1. I view B Rilla as a liability, and he's already proven he's already proven to be a liability. I mean, he got Lulu in this whole mess, literally. So that's a great theory. I would love it if Lulu sets him up to do a job that he's gonna get taken out. I hope so.
Okay. Hey, Tressa.
Tressa.
She said.
No, I think
She said that guy that was talking about Lamar Jackson, E-Tone, not from BMF. Oh, okay. So you talk about the football player. All right, I got it now.
Oh, okay.
I think with him, we don't know if Jersey gonna turn their backs on him. And once he said that he want to eat New York ninjas, I think he gonna be on the chopping block if it go left, because especially if Akbar decide to listen to these Italians and come at him if they say put him down.
Oh no, I feel like it's a misdirect.
Me too.
I feel like it's a misdirect. people think that they are for Unique, but I don't think that they are. Like,
Ding, ding, ding. Yep.
yeah, I think it's for whoever's the highest bidder,
Boom.
whomever can do the work. We'll see. I don't know.
I'm with you, Nita. I've been suspicious of Biggie Smalls since the beginning. I just I don't know. It's something about the way he's really heavily around Unique. I know he was given an order, but like Nita said, I feel like he's the type that would just go with the highest bidder.
Mhm.
I don't know. I got my eye on him. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but I have my eye on him. He seems very loyal to Unique, and I don't know if it's under just the strict orders from Jersey, but
But
he,
if they go to war,
yes,
then he has to choose a side. He has
yes.
to figure out what he gonna do.
And
So
I don't know if he's ready to be taken out behind this. This ain't really his people. Remember, he a Jersey cat. It ain't like this is his crew. So it's just like
yeah,
I
no,
don't
he
know.
is so
It just seems like Unique trusts him so much. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious about it. Yeah, thank you. Yep. I don't know. Something about it.
Them Jersey dudes is turning on Unique like they turned on Victor, Sweet, and Four Brothers. You know what? I can't with you. You
Hey,
mentioned
those were
Victor, Sweet.
Detroit.
Shoot, dude made him pick rice up off the floor and eat it.
Oh, it was crazy.
I don't know if it was rice or spaghetti or something.
Yeah, it was spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. Those were Detroit cats, though. What up, Brillo? Those were Detroit people, though. I don't know. Victor Sweet.
Be really going one way or another. He served his purpose.
Exactly.
All right, Flex.
Exactly, Flex.
All right, Kanan always said you ain't a
Brillo.
deleter
I don't
until
see Brillo.
you take out someone you love. If he take out his own mother, it would it was easy for him to take out his son Sean, yeah. But I hope not.
Mm-mm.
I hope not.
I believe that's exactly what's gonna happen.
You think? I don't think. But they said she was alive.
No, she don't.
I would love for y'all to prove me wrong, but I believe he takes her out. Sorry.
All right, Nita, I'm
You
putting
think
it
by
down.
hold on, let's get clarity.
You think she gonna get taken out this next episode?
Yeah, clarity.
I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I just know that Kanan is gonna take his mother out due to the manipulation and all that stuff.
As far as the finale, I think it's going to be he's going to screw over Rock. You know, last season finale, we saw that he pulled an okie doke and actually had her back against Michael Myers, aka Ronnie. I think this finale, he's actually going to go against her, and I think he's going to screw her over in a major way.
I don't think she's getting taken out.
No, I don't agree.
I see her going to jail before getting taken out. Because remember, she walking in and out of that bar with Stefano. Even though she got to get out of jail free card, I believe she will go as far as giving that get out of jail free card to her own son, and tell him to get out the business, and he still ain't gonna listen.
Nah, he's gonna screw her over. This finale next week, he's going to screw her over.
If she was smart, she would take the get out of jail free card and go the fuck on.
She could take the get out of jail free card.
Your son, your husband, they don't care nothing about you. I don't know.
I agree with Nita, but I think it's less predictable to do it this season.
I'm holding it up that not all men.
We can't see you, Nita. You off camera.
Not all men, but girl, I don't believe that shit.
That was funny.
Them niggas will throw you under the bus.
Did he make a statement before or after he took out Juke? Yeah, he told us he's making something. He made a statement after. He's like, "There you go again, run your mouth."
Yep.
So
yeah, that was a spur of the moment. He didn't plan on taking her out in that moment. It was really like a.
Okay, somebody wrote that too. I see Pops throwing Snaps under the bus, or at least trying to, when they finally get exposed.
Bonnie and Clyde, you think they're gonna turn against each other?
I don't believe that.
I don't know at all.
But she was willing to. Remember she stepped to Rock last season.
I'm not against it because I know they will do
Where
it.
they was talking about, oh yeah, like she stepped to her some other way. Like, I don't know about them doing business together, but they did have a conversation. But I don't see. I don't know.
They're saying Pops.
I don't put it past her unless she messing with a younger dude.
No, I don't see it at all. I think this is far off. I think Pops and Snaps have proven that they move as a unit. Bonnie and Clyde, I think that's far off. I don't think that's accurate.
I think she might do it to save herself though. Pop, she diabolical. I could just see her in a particular.
She took out Crystal.
Yeah, it's possible.
That was
now. Was anything traceable back to Snaps and
the cops?
The cops. Is there any tangible thing traceable to them? I don't feel like it is.
I don't know, but I do want people to understand. Just because who's the woman? Snaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because Snaps. Okay. Pop. Y'all need to understand. I've seen this on various other outlets. People are saying because Pops is the one that went to Crystal that as if she did that on her own. No, you guys. Snaps was 100% aware of the game plan. That was all strategy. Yeah. Crystal was hemmed up for 2 or 3 days. They realized they weren't getting anywhere. They're like, well, let's send a woman in to try to see. That's change strategy. Let's send a woman in to soften up and see. It was. They definitely both decided that together. Just because you only saw, they're still a unit, y'all. They're still a unit. Just because,
but you're being used, and at the end of the day, somebody can.
But there's such a unit. That's like
okay. We'll see. We don't know that backstory.
Yeah, but
so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just giving my opinion. It's the same. It's my opinion. I'm just saying it's the same thing as if it's like Ghost trying to screw over Tommy to get locked. They're one in this, like they're both. They're a unit. They're to get like turning in Tommy is like turning in himself. There's too much dirt collaboratively that's gonna bleed on the. It's just not smart. So I'm just addressing.
I get what
yeah, it's not.
I think they talk to them cops because now that Juke got it in with the police. If she finds out something when she talked to them cops, it will lead to her, and he won't be around for that. It will be, so that's how she'll get thrown under the bus. And that's how she'll throw her partner under the bus. She might do it that way, or he might do it to her. All they gotta do is catch one of them alone.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. I'm like, you don't know which one it's gonna be. It's a toss-up. Next question.
Next caller.
Let me see.
Next
caller. We need to have callers.
Next caller.
I can't even put the link out here. We don't know what kind of person we'll get coming up in here.
No, don't ever do that. Please don't ever do that. I like Flex.
I've done it before, but
I wouldn't do it tonight. Comments. Flex got some good stuff in the comments. Shout out to. I'm not familiar with you, Flex, but I like what you spit.
Did we gloss over something? We need to talk about something.
I mentioned that. I did the other thing. I had the live for the trailer breakdown for tomorrow. That's why I was trying to stick to that. Let's talk about this.
Can I ask y'all a question though about the episode? What do y'all think about Imani and her mushroom top?
I'm glad she gone.
I feel like that she proved that she wasn't a knob.
No, she's not.
I thought she was a knob. If she was trying to like, oh, I can do this. Like if she tried to plead her case,
Yes.
I felt like, oh girl, no. But girl, get rid of you.
I didn't care for her, but I understood her frustration with Lulu. Like she's completely blindsided, and he basically made her an accomplice without her not. And that's whether y'all like her or not, that's effed up. Like she's completely blindsided. Like he literally got back in the game overnight. So it's not like he been doing this the whole time. He just did this, and so my thing is I didn't sign up to be a part of the life with you. So don't use me as a alibi and an accomplice, something that could come back and bite me in the butt. I ain't doing jail for you, baby. So I understood why Mushroom Top was pissed.
Yes, ma'am.
I ain't going to jail.
Do you think early people gonna come after him or step
Who?
to Marvin? Do you think Marvin got a lot of people that could take him out?
Yep.
My question is, do you think that it's gonna be early that do it?
Nah, early
No,
gone.
Okay. I just had to ask.
No, fair, but I think early is going to Marvin is taking out early.
He better.
He has to. He has to. Remember,
he should have took him out when he took out the cousin.
Correct.
Right.
But remember, y'all, Rock already told Marvin, yo, early came up here and told Stefano X, Y, and Z. So yeah, y'all, next week, please understand, Marvin is taken out early, but like Moochie said, he should have been done it. Again, no one listens to Rock.
So y'all ready for Marvin's death?
Okay. Oh, let me. This is another question I wanted to highlight. Hold on 1 second. Let me just do it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. All right. Hold on 1 second.
Not Inga called him E.T.
Yeah, early Tyler, we've been calling him E.T.
Y'all been calling him? Child, I must have missed that live. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so funny.
We've been calling him E.T.
That is so funny. I call him Milk Dud, but E.T. is way better. Way better. Nita, you about to go?
Hold on 1 second. Just the last thing, Nita. All right. This is from Paige. This was 7 days ago. Oh, I just had a thought. Juke may ask Garcia for a favor to find a autopsy how Granny died. If he wants info from her, which she won't give him any. I can't see that happening because I think the mother's gone and in the ground, boo.
Yeah, they don't care
about family. Okay, that's from page 4128. She don't like them, and she'll have to give Garcia something for that favor. Maybe that's how she and Kanan fall out, because Kanan works with the Rice Krispie crew. If she finds out Rock give Granny that dose, then
I'm so weak.
I'm sorry. Then when she side eye Rock, Lord, let's just fast forward because suspense is killing me.
Y'all are funny.
Plus Garcia may drop. That Howard was Kanan's father, the Juke. You know what though? Do you think that Garcia knew that Howard was a dirty cop? And
no,
not of these other dirty cops.
No, not until they found Howard's body. That's why I think, you guys, he's giving me Detective Burke vibes. I think he's so perplexed by Howard's demise that he really is on the hunt to figure out what happened to Famous, what happened to Ronnie, and why was Howard's body next to Ronnie. I think that's his main target. That's the information that is like burning him up inside. Like he wants to know, like, so That's how I think about that.
Okay.
Garcia is a dog with a bone. That's for sure. A little dog with a little bone. Inga, they did not cremate the mama, did she? She's in the fire burning.
Yeah, we even talked about Stefano being thrown in his own furnace last night.
I watched y'all's live. Yes, that was funny. I forgot about that furnace until Inga brought it back up.
So anything's possible with this.
Anything, I guess.
What you got going on your channels, ladies?
Yes, y'all. I'm probably gonna be recording tonight my Raising Kanan recap of the previous episode, and or the latest episode, I'm sorry, and I will be uploading it tomorrow. And then I will be doing some hot topics this week. And then of course, me and Nita will be together this week for reality TV talk.
Nita, what you got going on?
Did she go to bed already?
I think she went to bed.
Yo, not to bed at 10.
Look, she was already halfway out. I saw it coming.
Okay, you saw it coming. Okay.
Look, she's like, okay, she had a long day.
Yeah, she did. Nita the diva.
All right. Well, with that being said, I want to thank you for coming out. Wait, hold on. Monique, you were right about Cabo and St. Lucia. It's beautiful. I can't wait to go back there.
I went last year for my cousin's birthday.
I think he's going to say the wrong thing to Jukebox in this episode, and she might take him out, and she might have Marvin take her downstate to Rock's sister house.
Too late for that.
I think they don't be surprised if they both be on the run, and that's why she end up in Delaware.
Oh, like on the run type thing.
Yeah, I said that from. I don't want him to die. It's either jail or let him be on the run for a couple of years.
Okay, I got you. I got you. That I can get with that. If she on the run, yes, I can get with that. Oh.
She said, I keep the furnace going for everybody can get in there.
I forgot about that furnace. I think you guys are the only one that still talk about that furnace.
Yeah, because why would you show us something like that and you don't use that shit?
Yeah, and that was last season, right? That's when we got Stefano introduced. Yeah. Oh, that was funny. I forgot about that furnace, y'all.
All right. Well, with that being said, I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do the trailer breakdown. And I believe I will be on with the ladies talking about Godfather of Harlem with Inga and Tamika's Den. So please be sure to keep y'all notifications on. Thanks for coming out. God bless. And later, y'all am.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.